This is our Excel VBA project written by Amanda FRAZIER, Shelley Garland, and John HOTTENSTEIN. This program is designed to calculate your grade for ABE 205. It'll calculate your current grade, the lowest possible grade if you got zeros on the rest of your assignments, as well as the highest possible grade if you got 100 on the rest of your assignments. It'll output this into sheet 1, and it'll show you a graph of how you do compared to the class averages that we found in D2F. If you hit the Calculate My Grade button, then this form will pop up. You can select which class you want to calculate your grades for with the combo box. If you select your physics or physio class, then this error message will pop up, and it will hide everything else for ABE 205. Or you can click the ABE 205 and enter your grades in. You can enter your grades into the text boxes for the various assignments, or you can check the boxes next to them if you have not completed them yet. Once you are finished entering the grades, you can hit Save, and a message box will pop up that shows your current grade, the lowest possible grade you could get in the class, and the highest possible grade you can get in the class. After you hit OK, the grades will be exported into Sheet 1 so the user can see it, as well as the graph of you compared to the class average. You can also hide the graph by hitting the Hide Graph button. Sheet 2 is basically the behind the scenes of the code for the user form. It stores all the information that the user entered in the form so that we were able to make the code to calculate the grades easier. It also shows the class averages that we found on D2F. This is the form we created in VBA that we based our code off of. Here is our first code that loads and unloads the form. Here we created the functions calcLow and calcCurrent that we used later in our other code in order to calculate the grades for the program. This will hide and show the graph on sheet 1 that compares the user to the class average. In this code we use if and else in order to hide the frames from whether or not the user chooses physics or physio as their class, or ABE 205. Here we have the combo boxes so the user can choose which class they want to calculate their grades for. Here is our do loop until code that stores all the values that the user entered for their homework grades into the homework array. We stored the project and test grades by using for next loops into separate arrays. We used our calcLow function in order to calculate the lowest possible scores. In order to calculate the highest possible score, we wrote code to count up the amount of times the user checked the box designating that they hadn't completed the assignment yet, and then used select case in order to score the points as if they had reached 100% for that assignment. Lastly, we wrote lines to be displayed in the message box so that the user can see how well they are doing in ABE 205.